We specialise in reversioning feature films into foreign language versions. We will mix up to 25 to 30 different languages for a film. We work for all the majors in Hollywood, so it's all high-end theatrical releases that we deal with on a daily basis. For us to produce a foreign version mix on a film, it involves us getting the domestic version from the mix stage, whether it's in the States or the UK, and that basically becomes our template, and we have to listen to what's involved in that mix and replicate it into the foreign language version. That would mean copying the panning, the reverbs, and making the film sound as natural and as close to the original as possible. So the scale of Deluxe on the audio side spreads globally now, so we have rooms in Los Angeles, Toronto, London, Paris, Barcelona, Madrid and Australia, and also studios in Bangalore. And we all kind of work on Avid consoles, and we can share not only our templates, but we all work on the same plugins. So if we're servicing a film for a major studio across 35 languages, we can share the automation from the studio that's done the lead mix across the whole of Deluxe's network, and keeps the product very consistent for the client. This move, we had a 2-week window. We were based in Denham, so we had to move 3 old consoles and install the new S6, as well as install all the Pro Tools systems and all the peripheral gear. Scrub came in and they got the job done within those 2 weeks, so we finished the install and the alignment of the rooms on a Friday evening, and we were mixing our first set of feature films on a Monday morning. Deluxe across the world have invested quite heavily in buying the S6s, and it's great to be able to work in the box. It makes things a lot easier for us when we're moving things around Deluxe Group, and I feel that the S6 particularly, that the Hollywood studios now are moving over to working in the box. We're kind of at the forefront of cutting edge technology here in London. I'm introducing this 10-foot desk here at Perival. We've got 4 theatrical mix rooms, one of which is Dolby Atmos approved, and the other 3 are 7.1 and 5.1. We went for the S6 dual-op console, and it just allows us a bit more flexibility. We can use the console for international reversioning, but being a dual-op, we can take in domestic version mixing and have 2 operators at the console at any one time, so one mixing dialogue and effects, and the other operator mixing the Foley and music, or however the desk needs to be set up. It's quite a flexible console that we've gone for. Dolby Atmos is the new sound format that's been released into the marketplace, and it gives the audience a more immersive kind of experience in the cinema, and it just gives you a kind of more control over where you're placing sound within the room. It's probably the first S6 console in the UK that's adopted the dual joystick panners for Atmos, and they work really well within the Atmos panning environment. I think one of the biggest changes I saw on the S6 was the touchscreen. I could pull the panel window up to the touchscreen. I could see more of what was going on with my plugins and my EQ and dynamics. But the greatest thing I find is the waveforms that fall down the meter bridges. We can spend more time looking at the screen rather than concentrating on waveforms to the left or right on a monitor. It gives me more time looking at the actual content on screen. I think it feels more like an original kind of film board, me being a bit old school. It goes back to using a more natural kind of feel for film mixing. With the amount of tracks we need on a big feature film, we can run 4 Pro Tools systems in this room, but we can expand to have a lot more, and the S6 can run up to 12 different systems on satellite. The DAD AX32 is incorporated in the system for flexibility. It allows us to swap between all of our different sound and monitoring formats at the flick of a switch, so we can go between the Atmos 7.1 and 5.1 seamlessly within the mix room on the S6. So I was looking for a great KVM solution for this facility, so we went for the IHSC Draco Terra system, which seamlessly integrates into all the rooms we have here, and it allows us to call up any screen or any Pro Tools system onto any screen within the theatre. Each operator can have their own preset within the switch system. For us at Deluxe to have good support in place is very important, because we need to be able to pick up a phone to someone if there's a problem with a console or something in the monitoring chain, or some outboard equipment such as Pro Tools. My division of Deluxe, we've been working with HHB Scrub for the last 6 years. So they were the company we went to when we first decided to invest in D-Controls, and they've been offering us support ever since then, and have always delivered on time and within budget.